That's important, right? That's the whole point of this is how can we make space for others? Yeah. And even if it's one person, we fall so much into this idea that we have to do it on such a huge scale, right? To be successful, you gotta have 1 million followers. You gotta do it on such a big scale, but honestly, impact to me is changing one person's life. Yep. And if you can do that, then you don't know what that person can do, right? You might be raising the next leader of 1,000, of 1,000,000, exactly. Right? And so if you can really pour into one person, take that long approach, that's how the world gets changed, right? But most of us is like, well, it's not worth my time because I don't have anyone I can relate to. I don't know where my impact lies, and I'm not going to take the time to even figure that out because of this fear or this idea that, like, why me, right? And they're not going to listen to me. Exactly. But someone can resonate, and that's why we hope to capture here. But I'm curious, right? Is you probably had many times where you could have been a product of your environment. So what were some of the choices that you had to make? And what's really the importance of these relationships that you guys keep talking about? Like, in practical experience, like, what was the importance on your life of being able to seek out a different outcome?
So, I remember I was 16, and I got a phone call saying that my best friend got arrested for got stolen a car on a show called Bait Car. It's where they put cars in, I guess poor neighborhoods and encourage people to steal the car. So I had a friend of mine who actually ended up
Took the bait,
lost his college, scholarships, everything like that. Just messed his life up, and honestly, it just takes you being sick and tired of seeing the same things over and over again. And to be honest, it's character. There's people who are like, I gotta eat, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, but there's some people who, are tired of seeing certain things, they want to change it. So I can't really answer your question to the extent I think how you want it, but I just really think that it's going to take people wanting to see a difference and wanting, something different for people around them. Because to be honest, we live in a selfish world. Everybody wakes up thinking, how am I going to do this for me? And we don't get enough of, okay, I'm seeing this happen. I won't feel right unless I know that someone gets to experience exactly what I'm experiencing. Because a lot of times in my life where I've gone and done great things and I got friends who follow me who I know don't get the opportunities to. And I feel bad. I'm like, man, like, I'm doing this, but they're doing that. But I have to really talk to God and really seek out, like, okay, you have this platform. You are doing this. How can you ensure that someone is looking at you and thinking I can do that too as well? So I think that's where I'm at in my life right now and with my peers as well. Just trying to make that a norm, just to make sure that everybody else is also thinking about how they can affect other people. So as you said before, it just takes that, you never know like who you're going to raise or who you're going to touch, who could impact, so many other people. So it just really takes actually caring, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
For me, it kind of took I think, to kind of go through it. I was 19 at the time, and so I had kind of gotten into a fight with me. Some of my homies got into, a squabble with some other cats. And so it ended up with me, being kicked out of school. I also was caught up in the belly of the beast, known as the, American legal justice system, which knows no social class, no nothing. They just see you as a young black male, and they feed on that, right? Yep. And they prey on that. And so finding myself there, I was like, man, this is not somewhere that I want to be, or continuously, like, spending my life or my time over and over again. And I was like, man, I made a vow, I guess, like to self, like, if I make it out of this situation, I got to do different. I got to make better choices, and I got to, understand that opportunities are also, when you look like us, opportunities are earned, they're not given. You know what I mean? And I think that was a thing that I didn't really realize at that time. And so it was an eye-opening experience, I think, for me, because it helped me relate more to people who did not maybe come up the same way, right, that I did in a somewhat of a privileged environment, per se.